Coaches, welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip. This episode, we're going to be talking about why you should use crossing patterns, why you should throw them in your passing game. Hey, listen, I had a really cool exchange with a subscriber to the Coach Chip channel, and they asked me, they said, hey, Coach, will you please send me? And I was like, holy cats. Man, that thing is like 2 years old. I'm thinking that myself. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. I said, Lord, I hope I can find it. It's in my computer. I don't throw jack away. That's why I got two hard drives, external hard drives. But, and I sent it to him. But it got me to thinking, he watched a 2 year old video, and I've been making these since right before the pandemic, like January of 20. And so here we are over 3 years later, and I've forgotten. It's like 170 something videos. Some of the things that I say, some of the things I promise. It's not that I'm going back on my word, I just forget. And so that reminded me that I got to thinking like, hey, you need to tell, because there's a lot more subscribers than there were when I made those first couple of dozen, 3 dozen videos. And you may have seen it and forgot about it. But so today on this video, even though we're talking about the crossing game, not the quick game, I've got a quick game presentation. It's like about 40 slides, and I'm going to put it in PDF form. I'll send it to you as a PDF. I'll send it to you as a Google slide. I don't think it will be converted automatic. You may get it as a PowerPoint. Sometimes because size of the file, they may end up converting it to a Google slide. But I'll send that to you gratis. Okay? That's some foreign language for free. I'll send it to you. I'll just give it to you if you'll just subscribe to the channel, because more than half the viewers aren't subscribers. That blew my mind. Okay? I'm not like the phone company, the cell phone companies, or the cable companies. I'm not, hey, all you folks that are already subscribers, I'm not going to leave you out. You get the same deal just by sharing. So even if you say, well, I don't have social media, I got YouTube, but I don't do Facebook or Twitter or Reddit or whatever else there is. I don't do that. Cool. You got email, you got a phone. Send a text message to all your coaching buddies. Hey man, check this dude out. Share my channel if you're already a subscriber, and I will send you, no charge, I will email it to you, the quick game presentation. It's about 20 something concepts. It's like 40 slides, but some of them are like how did some drill work. Okay, the yellow brick road that we talked about before is on there. Drill work, things like that, some coaching points. I looked at it again this morning, and I'm not sure. It's 20 something concepts. That's a lot. It's more than you can do. You're not going to do them all. But as we're getting close, spring training's going for some of you, about to be over for some. Getting close to 7-on-7 season. We all know how much we love that, especially us old O-line guys. But some concepts, maybe you want to experiment. That's what we do with 7-on-7. We toy with stuff. Just see what we're going to do. All right, let's get started. We're going to going to watch a lot of videos, some college video of different teams running crossing routes. And you'll see why you should use them. Maybe think about implementing them in your offense. All right, let's get started. Okay, here we go. This is last year, one of the first games of the season, maybe the first one for these two, Ohio State in red, Notre Dame in white. And it's a definite passing down. They're in the high red zone, 3rd and 11, and Notre Dame is going to bring a zone blitz. Okay, they kind of give away the blitz, and I believe that Stroud kind of peeks up before the snap and sees these guys creeping, coming down, and they're going to run these crossing routes. And I think he realizes, all right, this guy's going to drop right here. Okay, that's why I got him circled. And he's going to drop into this zone right here. But the rest of them, I think the quarterback realizes, hey, if he wins this right here, because this cat's gone, the middle of the field's wide open. See, this is the guy going to the middle of the field on the post. And I think he knows right here. Now here's the crosser. I want you to watch. He's going to be open as well. But this is just a great concept. It's very similar to the Y cross, my Hoss concept that I love so much. and there's an end zone shot that goes with it. And you see he wins, and you'll see it a little bit better on the end zone shot. Okay, right here, he's going to win on this cat, and because these two blitzers are gone, and you're going to get a shallow right here. Okay, and then one of these, no, the shallow's outside. My bad, he's off the screen. This guy's going to run a corner and take this cat out of there too. So the middle of the field is wide open. See that right there? They pick up the blitz just enough because he knows if he wins inside, it's done. Okay. I could talk about these clips forever, but I won't do that to you. All right. Now, this is another that's very similar. Uh, you're going to have kind of a bender right here from number two. That's the big boy, the big tight end from Georgia, and the other big tight end right here. It ain't fair when they put them jokers in. Is going to run the shallow cross. Okay. So you get this here, kind of a deep cross. It's not a dig because he rounds it off. It's almost like it's a post that he reads it and then bends it right here. And then you get a deep dig from number one down here at the bottom, the wide receiver. See, this just, I mean, it's like taking candy from a baby, y'all. See, this is a what? It's 2nd and 9, and it gives them a 3rd and 1. It's always open. And those of y'all that are longtime subscribers and viewers to Football Talk with Coach Chip have heard me say this before. Who are the worst pass defenders on any given football field? Who? These guys, the inside linebackers. They spend most of their ID time uh, destructing blocks, pursuing the football, making tackles. They're run game guys. Now, I know there's good ones. There are. But if they were really all that good, why would they take them out on passing downs and put in another safety? You follow what I'm saying? If you can catch these jokers, now this is 2nd and 9, so it's a sure enough passing down. But we're talking high school football. They're not doing situational substitution. Chances are, when it is 1st and 10, the 2 inside or 3 inside linebackers that are out there 1st and 10 are going to be out there 3rd and 9, or in this case, 2nd and 9. Take advantage of this. Okay, take advantage of so many of them that they're just really good at covering grass on a pass. Most of them are spot droppers, and you train your kids. I mean, you can get out there and just put garbage cans out there as linebackers and do routes on air and move them around in between reps. Have your assistant coaches or other kids move them around to train these guys on their crossing routes. Run where they ain't. Run to grass. If you can protect just a little bit, I mean, look how quick he gets rid of it. All right, watch this. 1001, 1002, 1003, boom. Okay, with the play fake, you can do that. All right, this is Troy and Georgia State. This is, I think this is a couple of years ago. All right, now you're gonna get a wheel right here and a horrible PI call, whatever, and the quarterback misses the cross guy. Wide open, buck naked wide open. You say, well, there's a guy near him. That guy ain't paying no more attention to him than the man in the moon. Okay? But it may be one of those cases where they tagged the wheel and he just sat on the wheel. Okay? Or they had told him, I'm not going to question the kid and say kid made a horrible read because I don't know what they're trying to do. But watch the tight end. Look at that. He might score. Honest to God, he might score. Look, he catches it right here. Everybody's got their back turned. Okay. Now it's 3rd and goal, so that could be why he's. I'm gonna throw it to the end zone, and it works out. They get a PI, so they get a fresh set of downs. Okay. All right. Here's Michigan. I think these next two are Michigan. I don't know what these two cats are doing. This one here runs all the way over here, and he's trying like to cover two of them. He's like, watch him. He might strip a gear when these two cross because he sees this one, and then he sees this one. Now, number one, who's running all the way across, he's going to be wide open, and this cat right here is going to be open on the corner route. And I think it's a case of it was, I saw it somewhere. Oh, here it is. He's trying to get the first down. Okay. It's 3rd and 5. And he said, there's the first down. I'm getting rid of it. Okay. And there was pressure coming off this edge. Again, I'll never judge another team because you're not in their meeting room. Boom, it's there. Take it. Okay. And what's that old saying? It was Don Coryell, never pass up an open man. And I think it was Hal Mummy added to it. He said, never throw to a covered one. So you take the first down, it's there, okay? And that could be something that's, going into the game. Could be part of that's just where they're gonna if it's there, take that. The kid knows he's got it, he's going down, just so he don't fumble. But watch what I'm talking about right here coming over here to the bottom of the screen. And I watch the corner, and then that guy doing the shallow cross, what we call back in the day the drag, right there. Look at that. Son. And that may score too, because you got a blocker for number 3. Okay. Oh, here's Michigan again. All right, now this time you got 2 crossers. I wouldn't say it's a shallow cross, but it is shallow. It's just not one of those that we say is right through the heels of the D line. And you got one a little bit deeper. It's not quite deep enough to be a dig. Okay. And again, you're reading the defense if you're the receiver because you don't want to run into anybody. The quarterback's going to highball this safety right here. And all he's got to do is this right here. Now, this is a similar version of Y cross. And instead of a guy running like a double post right through here and here, number 2 is going to run kind of the dig right there underneath. Okay. So there's a lot of things going back on over here. Okay. And in front of that safety. And the safety kind of freezes. And you'll see it in the end zone shot. Watch number 2, I believe it is. And maybe, it's number 3 from the top. There he is. See, you got his guy in chase mode. He wins inside, and the safety freezes. You reckon that sucker deep enough? See, even the dig was open. Now, he took the right choice. I'm just saying, look, there's 2 crossing right there, with 3, because you got the tight end from the bottom. You got 3 crossers, and 2 of them are open. And these are college defenders. All right, watch the safety. He just freezes. See this kid over here? He's covering grass. That linebacker right here. Now the back blocks. So here's another case where we're talking about these are Division I athletes in the Big Ten. They're not great pass defenders. Good ball, good route, ran to where they ain't. All right, I got a few more I'm going to share with you. All right, this is Ole Miss versus Louisville. Again, this was first part of the season, the kickoff classic. This is 1st and 10. All right, you're going to have oh, and by the way, I've got it frozen right now. You can be a really, really good offensive coordinator if you can convince the defense to play with 10 people. All right, you're going to get a dig from number 1 at the top. There you go, coming across the middle, crosser. You're going to get a post, okay? And it's not really a deep post, it's more coming across post. And then you're going to get a deep post right here. Again, threatening the middle. I believe the quarterback is eyeballing this cat right here. And number 2 coming from across the top. Now, just straight crossing route. You can see him like the USOM route, under Sam, over Mike. I had a buddy called USOM, USOM, under Sam. He goes, see, he's avoiding people. Just straight crossing route. And at an angle, you know. We call it a cross. Just go across the field. And I got a terrific coaching point. That's sarcasm. So what's your angle of release? Pattern of least resistance. Take the path of least resistance. Tell them that guy's inside of you, release outside and bend that joker back inside. If you got a free release across the field, start going across the field. Don't know what it is about diagonal routes. They're tough to defend, especially for these guys right here, these linebackers. Okay, now this is West Virginia versus TCU. This is early on, well, about middle of the season, 7-0. But West Virginia hung with them. I was very surprised at the score early on in the game. But you're going to get a jet motion. It's not really a jet motion. He's going to motion across the field. Usually, when you see that, it's for them to figure out the quarterback and say, what are they in? And they're running that 3-3 thing like Iowa State runs, I believe, with the multiple safeties. Now, the TCU is the king of crossing routes. Didn't do them any good. And they love shallow crosses, and they ran a ton of mesh. So that was incomplete, but it was the dude was open. That's the but. Okay. Dugan was head quarterback. This one kind of sailed on him. Look right here. Look at that. Now, what can the receiver have done then to help his quarterback out? In my opinion, sat his ass down. Don't run to coverage. Okay. Now, this comes with a bunch of reps. Okay. Quarterback's already released the ball, throwing it over here anyway. But that's what you teach your kids to sit them down. Okay. Don't go showing off your 40 time. Catch it, then show off your 40 time. Okay. Just sailed on him. That's all it was. All right, here's another TCU, West Virginia. And this is the post, and you're going to have right here the dig. An inside linebacker will match with a slot, not a good combination. There's another guy up here at the top that's off the screen. Another receiver. They're empty again. Going to do an orbit motion. I said, well, that wasn't a crossing route, Chip. Well, there were crossing routes on it. See that guy right there behind him? And that's it. That kind of reminds you of that, was it 2020 national championship game when Ohio State was trying to cover Smith, number 6 for Alabama, with inside linebackers. That ain't good. Now, this is about flat out, almost identical, except with the tight end, to what I call Hoss. H across. You're going to have a post from number 2 and a crossing route, a cross route from number 3. This is our H in what we do. Okay. If you can teach your guys to, they're going to get collisioned, but not get knocked off completely and fight through it. Look, he comes out of the linebacker level. He gets banged right there. Right there, he gets banged, knocked off a little bit, gets back on his line. Look at there. He's out to practice early, y'all. All right, now this is Texas Tech and TCU. Again, they love it. This is pure, this is USOM. Under Sam, over Mike. Now don't get caught up. This guy may not be the Sam. He may not be the Mike. You'll understand what I'm saying. But I had a buddy that called it a USOM route. Under Sam, over Mike. And you can watch him. He's been trained that way. You see it? Under Sam, boom, like he's running an obstacle course, over Mike, and he runs out. What do you see the end zone shot? Ain't nobody there. Nobody. Okay. This is the guy he goes under. This is the guy he goes over. They ran so much mesh. I did a case study on them, just using YouTube and collecting videos. They ran so much mesh in 2022. They were the kings of mesh. And I actually thought that the mesh would give Georgia's defense a hard time because they just didn't see as much of it as they would see necessarily in the Big 12. And boy, was I wrong. Georgia's athletes just, they stepped on their throat with a hobnail boot. That's a Larry Munson thing if you're from the South and of a certain age. All right, watch it again. See, look, did you see the release? That's what I'm talking about. Nobody's on him. Path of least resistance. He's going to come right there. Straight release. Go under and then go over. Okay? He's just release under, over, and get to the void. And that's what it's all about, y'all. That's all pass receiving is. And get them there. Get them in open spots. Throw it where they ain't. And I know you could be, timing routes and things like that, and there's a place for that. But if you can protect for 3 seconds, you can run crossing routes. You can put them in your offense. Hey, guys, that's it for this episode of Football Talk with Coach Chip. This is the quick passing concepts presentation that I told you about. You can see we got 3x1 quick concepts built into it. Of course, 2x2. Got the ones with the, with the H and they're attached, or you tied in if you prefer. You can adapt these, to your offense. You got 3x1 backside quick concepts for teams that want to overplay your trips. Got quicks from compressed and stack formations, and I love that kind of stuff. So there's all kind of cool things in this. Also, there's a segment on pre-snap leverage, how you can teach your quarterback to figure out, hey, if he's here, I'm throwing here. Hey, if he's here, I'm throwing there. All these things included, and it's absolutely free. All you have to do is subscribe, send me a screenshot at siegel.chip@gmail.com or post it on Twitter at Chip Siegel on Twitter, Coach Chip. And if you're already a subscriber, show me that you shared it. All you got to do, show me that you shared it. Thank you again for being a supporter, a subscriber. Thanks for the emails. Folks can tell you I will respond. Okay. Thanks for those that reach out to me on Twitter through the DMs and on the Football Talk with Coach Chip on Facebook. This is why you should put crossing routes in, why you should throw them, why they should be a part of your offense. Remember what I always tell you, like, subscribe, and share the video and the channel. Here's the ways you can contact me. You can see right here, siegel.chip@gmail.com or at Chip Siegel on Twitter, or join the conversation with the hundreds of other coaches now at Football Talk with Coach Chip. Okay? Remember, show me you subscribed and or shared, and I'll send you a free copy of my quick game presentation that we just went over. Don't forget, I've also started my a blog on footballtalkwithcoachchip.blogspot.com, and it's more about culture than it is X's and O's, motivational things. I've got about 4 things posted on it now, and there'll be more coming. We've been doing spring ball, getting ready for spring ball, so that's kind of slowed me down a little bit. And it's our busy time of year here at the house. Been getting the tomatoes in the ground, and the okra and the squash. That's right. I'm from South Alabama, and so hey, until next time, y'all. You know what I mean. Be elite.